What's up? So I have been in a funky shit ass mood for like a minute now, probably like a week or so, and it's not fun. Oh my gosh. But the reason I'm making this video is just to tell you guys that I'm not this like perfect spiritual like amazing girl that just like has it together all of the time, and part of my insecurity is that I fear people view me that way, or like don't really see my true intentions with what I do. And honestly, like the reason why I make YouTube videos is mainly like for myself. It's very therapeutic for me to create something and put it out there in the world and talk about my experiences and things like that, and it just like gives me a place to like put my energy into something good. But recently I haven't been feeling really inspired to make a lot of videos. Actually, a lot of the videos that you guys have been seeing on this channel have been pre-recorded and planned, like scheduled for a minute now. So they are all from like the beginning of August type thing, whenever I was really inspired and doing my thing and whatever and feeling really good. So that's why the energy is like still up or whatever on my channel. But like personally, I haven't been making any videos, any new videos or anything like that in a minute now because of the way that I've been feeling mentally. I'm actually 100% off of anxiety medication, depression medication. Now I am just smoking weed, which, see, I'm still having like a crisis about that in a little bit of a way, because I'm like, okay, well, are you dependent on this, or are you genuinely doing it for like what's your purpose in it? And for me, it's like my natural anxiety medication. So if there is something that I'm particularly nervous about or just like really not being able to calm down about, then it is nice to have that as an outlet essentially to go to, because what it does is it makes me like kind of obviously chill out for first, and then second of all, it makes me like calm down about the situation going on, so that I'm able to look at it from more of an objective standpoint. But if I don't smoke, then it'll take much longer for me to get to the conclusion of like, what's going on with you? Are you good? Like figure out the solution or whatever I need to do to like pick myself up or change or whatever it is. So the smoking kind of helps me see it clearer. So that is something that anxiety medication personally for me didn't do. I still had the same problems on as I did off of anxiety medication and depression medication. So I think that's also kind of part of the reason why I went through the process of like weaning off of it 100%, to see that medicine doesn't change your problems and that medicine doesn't make you better all of the time, because there's still things deep within you that you need to heal that medication isn't going to do. So I just haven't been happy that much. I haven't had a lot of like joy in my life, which really sucks, because I feel like for the longest time, like it took a while for me to get to where I was, but then I was there, you know, like the whole summer I wasn't stressed out. The whole quarantine type stuff didn't mess with me at all. I actually really enjoyed it, and that didn't affect me in that big of a way, honestly. So going on this new like idea that I don't want to take medicine anymore, and I want to be I don't want to be codependent on these things anymore. I want to be able to solve my problems by myself. I don't think it's necessarily a chemical imbalance anymore in my brain. I am okay without them. Like, just because I'm off of my medicine doesn't mean that that's why I'm not okay. Like, that's not the culprit of it all. It's still the wounds and the pain and the stuff in my heart and soul that I still need to work on. It's an interesting thing whenever negativity and like your old ways of being and thinking and toxic shit and like all this stuff just piles back in, because it's like supposed to test you and see how you're going to handle this stuff. Are you going to revert back to your old ways and respond to it in the same way, or are you going to rise above and take like the higher path way? And right now I think that's what's happening in my life. Like, I'm being tested to see if I will go back to who I was, and that's not the person that I want to be though. That's the thing. Like, I want to be this new version that I've been working on for months now, and it's taken a whole year for me to get to a good place. And now that I'm slipping back a little bit, I think it's just like the illusion of slipping back, because now like the same thoughts that I used to have are coming back in. But it's just all of a sudden, like I haven't been actively feeling this way. So I don't know. I am just telling you that it is okay. Whenever people say it's okay to not be okay, that's true. And I had a whole like mental breakdown, like cry session yesterday, and I've had little ones like just randomly. So it's not like I'm out here perfect and happy and not bothered by anything and I'm just like living my best life. Like I'm not there right now. I was, but I'm not currently. So right now, all I need to do is let myself feel, and I need to let myself experience these feelings, ride them out, ride the wave, and get through them, and I can work through them that way. But by pushing them away and ignoring them, or trying to push them in a box and being like, I'm okay, like no, I don't want to look through this right now, it doesn't help anything. Like if you know that there's things within you that you need to heal and fix and change because you're not liking how you're thinking right now, or you're not liking how things are turning out in your life, or whatever the case may be, then take a look in the mirror and see, what do I need to do? And if that means cry and let out your emotions, or feel this jealousy spurt, or feel this anxiety spurt, or whatever it is that you don't feel all the time, but it's like just now coming up, just chill, okay? It's going to be okay. You're all right. You will ride this through. This is not your identity. Like the way that you're feeling is not who you are. It feels very close to my heart and personal because it is the person I used to be, is like making a visit essentially, but I do not want her to stay. And that's okay to say that. You don't need your old self anymore. It was part of you, but it doesn't have to become you. And this is something that my best friend Allie says often, is that like you don't let your problems become you, because there's so many people out here in this world that they let their circumstances affect them and change them into not their best version, like someone who is more bitter or not loving or not accepting love in their life, or whatever the case may be, or they don't have goals or dreams, or there's just a lot of different situations that involve that. But you don't have to allow the fact that your dad, I'm just gonna talk about me. So my dad keeps texting me all the time, like just every other week or so, asking like, hey, like how are you doing? Miss you, love you, like whatever. But it's not healthy for me. Like he doesn't have good intentions in any of it. Like he's being very manipulative. He is almost like borderline harassing in a sense. It's just not an energy that I want around anymore. And it's my dad, so like part of me feels a little bit bad about it, but at the same time, like I can't have that energy in my life. Like if he's gonna be toxic in whatever way, that's not gonna help me heal, and that's not gonna help me be my best self. So I need to cut it out and keep it out. So because I've let this negativity kind of affect me and come over me like a tsunami wave, literally, then these energies start to trickle back in. So like some person that used to Snapchat me all the time is Snapchatting me all the time now. And it's like, this person is not living their best life. So what is that supposed to give me? If someone isn't happy with their life and they're complaining about it to me, that only makes me worse. You know what I'm saying? Like just little connections with people, like just any interaction that doesn't feed you and it's not good and it's not healthy and it's not making you a better person, just get rid of it. Like you just can't let any of it trickle in, because if you let some of it trickle in, then all of it's gonna follow after to try to come in. So like you need to set boundaries for yourself and have the boundary of negativity, stay out of my way. You're messing with my vibes, you're messing with who I am right now. So it's making me revert, and it's making me not go towards what I've been trying to go towards, like the life that I've been creating and literally being an architect for my own life. This path that I've been going on has been going fantastic until I let some negativity back into my life. And then all of a sudden this whole thing has just happened. So it just shows you a lesson. It's like a karmic cycle lesson. Stuff that is not good for you, it's unhealthy, it's toxic, it's going to come in to test you to see if you're going to let it in and if you're going to keep it there. And if you are, then bad things are going to happen. But you're going to have consequences, because that's not like the right decision that you should be making for your life. You need to be choosing what's healthiest and what's best for you. And even if it's hard, it doesn't matter. It's not easy. It's not easy to cut people out or cut situations out and to move on and just be with you. It's kind of hard to do that. So don't be hard on yourself about it. It's okay. You just really need to protect your heart and protect your energy, because once you're on the hamster wheel of letting that stuff in, then it's just gonna keep happening, and then it's just like working out. Like if you don't work out in a long time, it's harder to get back into it than if you were to just stay in it like the whole time. Negativity, same thing. It's okay to sometimes like acknowledge and like see it and like it's in your life, but you can't let it get past a certain point. Like you have to set a line and set a boundary for yourself, and you cannot let it come over that line, because then it's going to start affecting you and your path and what you've been doing, and it's just not good. So I love you all so much. You are amazing. And if you're struggling right now, it's okay, girl or guy, because I am too. And I don't think that that takes away from my value. I don't think that that slows me down from manifesting my dream life. I still know I'm going to get everything that I want and everything that I'm dreaming of, but it just may take a little bit longer. So the sooner that you can pull yourself out of this energy and into the light, then the quicker you're going to be able to manifest these things and to start seeing the results in your real life, and your 3D life. So yeah, you're gonna be okay. And if you guys ever want to talk to me, comments down below, or you can comment and we can message each other somehow, but I am here for you. So that is it for today's video. I love you all so much, and you will get through whatever you're going through right now. This is not forever, and it will all be good. Just keep your sights set on the vision, the bigger picture, the big dream, and just spend time daydreaming about what it is that you want. And that will help you. It will make it easier for you to pull yourselves out of this dark energy and into the lighter energies by focusing on the dream. And I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.
Can I give you more? Can I give you more, child? Can I give you more? I will give you everything, my child. Just waiting for the timing. Oh, now